call you once, don't tell you twice. And I'm real discreet, the thief in the night, yeah. If I call you once, I know it's good, I know it's true. I know it's fine, I'll call you once, tell you twice. And I'm real discreet, the thief in the night, thief in the night. If I call you once, I know it's good, I know it's true. I know it's fine, I'll call you once, tell you twice.
All right, YouTube. What's the big old deal? Miss y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy. We back at it. Give me 1 second, gang. Yeah. Kind of got a little done up in here. Make sure the light come back on. All right. Hold up, slow up. Here we go. All right, man. So it looks like Big U co-defendant Bear Claw motion was denied, man. He was trying to separate his case from Big U, but it looks like they're not going for it, man. Hey, the plot gets thick, homie. Let me just say this before we get into the content. Old habits won't bring new results. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of us, homie, we still stuck in our old ways thinking we go get some new results, homie. Let me just tell y'all something, man. Ain't nothing finna fall down from the sky, man, and just come bless you just out of hope. See, hope is a word that you have trillions of cells inside your body. Hope is not a confident word. Hope is a luck, or I hope momentarily that I can believe that something happened. Hope is not nothing positive to me. When I want to retrieve something, if I want to bring it to fruition, I say when it happened. I don't say hope and hopefully I beat all that. We don't do that, man. But let me just say this, right? This is bad for Big U, because now he knows that Bear Claw can't separate, from Big U. So now they going at it head up against the feds, the state of California, homie. And now it's gonna come a time where now you got to decide. You got the top dog, and then you got the second in command. Now they got to decide whose life is more valuable. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, allegedly, Big U made a statement: nobody take a deal until I take my deal. Right? This is his boy. This is somebody he trusted in. But now this is the hard situation. Is now you got to realize, shit, nigga, I'm a man like you a man. You understand what I'm saying, nigga? I'm not, nigga. I'm a grown ass man, senior citizen now, nigga. Both our lives is at danger, and now you have to decide whose lives is more important. They want to get Big U and wash him up with 600 years. Then you got Bear Claw, who's looking at potentially life in prison as well. But since he tried to have a motion to continue to deny and separate himself from Big U's case, they're not going for it. Denied. They got enough evidence on both of them to put them in the same place at the same time for the same crime. It looks like they're getting ready to go to war on these two leaders that's allegedly being claimed leaders of the Rolling 60s, man. I'm not going to say they leaders because I don't know their statute. And we know how, the feds play it, man. They always want to put a big dog roll under somebody's jacket. So with that being said, let's get to the content. We got that boy, Eddie Boy, man, coming up with some good news, man. Well, not no good news, some real news. Let's go.
What's going on, people? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, indeed. It's your favorite black man, Abdullah Aziz. Right back at you, man. And you know what? It's a blessing that you can do what you want to do out here when you're not in trouble. You're not looking over your shoulders. You don't have to worry about nobody or anybody or anything like that, man. See, look how blessed I am out here, bro. You know, your boy Bear Claw Ogilvy, Sylvester Robinson, and Mark Martin, Mr. March, walk in the park, live in the dark, afraid of the dark, afraid of everything else. Remember they filed that motion for continuous because they wasn't ready to go to trial. They were trying to separate themselves from Big U. Well, you know they got denied on that. They've been keeping that hush. But I already knew you was gonna get denied. There's no way in the world because you guys know what y'all doing, you know, and it ain't a rocket science to figure out what you're doing. And the cold part about it is, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, on some real shit. You got to understand that on that case, on the draws down case, you really only have a couple of real members on that case, like so-called members. Now you got Big U for sure. He's a member for sure. He's a rolling 60 Crip through and through and through, all the way through. He's a rolling 60 Crip, bro. He came out the penitentiary, went back to the neighborhood representing, and he went back to jail as a rolling 60 Crip. And then you have Bear Claw, Lil Bear Claw. I know who Big Bear Claw is. You have Lil Bear Claw, Mark Martin. You have him. Is he a member? Yes. Was he one of the ones in the field or something like that? No. And the cold part about it is I got to give him his just due because he did play his position. He did play his part. You know, he knew his lane. He knew his capabilities, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
This nigga just put the nigga down and lift him up at the same time. he said, was he a nigga like that from the hood? No. But I gotta give it to him. He played his part, man. He minded his business and he kept quiet. This nigga EB, man, he keep that shit a little bit too real, man. But he said it in a respectful way, man. That niggas gotta understand that. Let's go.
And then you have Vay, non-affiliate. You have Imani, non-affiliate. You have the other sister, non-affiliate. And then you have Hop. I don't know. I can't really speak on Hop, bro, because I don't know him like that. Never been to jail, never got in no trouble. And you have Mr. I'm like that. Loose, little nutty, baby nutty, just like Nutty, just like his daddy, Loose Cannon, Tremaine Williams. So you have all these people, man, right? Now we know Vay is gonna mess around and tell everything he has to tell because he's a civilian. Vay never banged a day in his life. Vay always been a civilian. Vay was just basically benefiting off whatever he was benefiting off of, you know, whatever it was, whatever it may be. Vay wasn't gonna bust no grape or nothing like that. He wasn't gonna hurt nobody. He wasn't gonna do anything.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store.
Okay, we understand that about Vay. So when dudes be saying Vay gonna cooperate, dudes really understand that we know he's gonna do that because that's what non-affiliates do. You got the two women. Of course. Women are women, bro. And women gonna say they self. And rightful so. They don't belong to no gangs. They don't belong to that culture. Maybe they benefited off whatever they benefit off of. Maybe they knew something about it. Maybe they didn't know nothing about it. I don't know. You know. And then you have Hop. He should have known better, but hey, I can't speak to him. Um, but I know he's out on a signature bond, and that's a red flag in itself. I know he wasn't, a person that he was turned up like that over there as well. He wasn't like that. And you have the other dude, the dude that's been working, the loose cannon boy, the little nutty, just like his daddy. He been working since 2007. He been a confidential informant since 2007. He been working, and he's still working. He's still trying to find a way out. And you can rest assured that if he find a way out, if he can find anything that's going to benefit him, he's going to let them people know about that. And that's a fact. And then you have Mr. Mark Martin, Mr. Little Bear Claw. Him and Big Sleep Rock called the Brotherhood and told the Brotherhood that I was getting my ass whooped in the penitentiary every day. Some shit that Big U told him, and they ran with that. Brother, it's funny how these dudes listen to this dude, Big U, and he sat there and ran his narrative and his lies, and these dudes just ran with it, and they believe that. They didn't do no research, they didn't do no homework, they didn't ask nobody. But luckily that the brothers they was talking to was my same brothers, my same comrades I was up in there with, and they was like, man, you the lie, dude. That didn't go down like that. From our understanding, man, it was the other way around. So it's funny to me, man, because this dude, Mark Martin, Bear Claw, is a brother that he created developing options, right? And basically he knew that in order for him to get it off the ground, pretty smart brother though. I ain't gonna take that away from him. He's smart in that aspect. In order for that stuff to take off the ground, he had to let the boy Big U be the front runner of that particular project. And what it was, man, the dude be like, oh man, he used Bear Claw. No, man, they used each other. They used each other. The only difference is that he was so scary of the brother Big U, where he always tucked his tail on certain situations. He wasn't really getting what he was supposed to get. I know that for a fact. He just ran with certain narrative, run around there with his 300 plus pounds ass, and thinking he was hard because the boy, he felt that because he was running with Big U that he was a factor, a joint over there, and all that type of stuff, not knowing that the brothers inside that section always looked at you as like a buster. But anyway, here or there, I'm so glad that they denied you that motion, because in May, I think it's like May 5th, when the wheels get to turning, if Big U don't take no deal, it's put up or shut up. We're going to see what you're working with. We're going to see how down you are. We're going to see how hard you are. We're going to see how solid you are. We're going to see if you really like that, to the point where you're going to stay down and all this type of stuff. And you got dudes still trying to go to bat for you, acting like you ain't did nothing wrong, acting like you ain't worked with them people, acting like you didn't give them people the permission to put them bugs inside your shop where they had all them bugs up in there, recording and all that type of stuff. We're gonna see if you're gonna still stand on that. But I already know, bro, me personally, and I don't even fault you for it, bro. I really don't. Because it's like, you got to save yourself, man. And I understand that. It's these other dudes that's giving you the benefit of the doubt. It's the other dudes is trying to save you. Bro, we know you're going to save yourself, man. We already understand that. And we know that. And we know that's on its highest level. Okay? And another thing.
When I used to think about taxes, I would just cringe. I used to use a CPA.
I don't know why brothers be trying to call me and be trying to say, man, oh man, you trying to take another Muslim down. Let me explain something to you brothers, man, about Islam. For you ignoramuses that don't understand what brotherhood is. Here's it is, you have a man that helped backdoor my little brother. Here's it is, you have a man that brought a dude around the neighborhood and still was kicking it with the neighborhood and had a lot of brothers, getting caught up on lie telling, and you still took care of this man. You looked out for his son. You told all the brothers that on our case that I'm the one that got out on you, but you the one that got out on me, right? And then you hire another dude from outside that section to try to slander me, my brother, other individuals, and all that type of stuff. And you said, and Blue be like, oh man, he's Muslim. Nah, bro. Well, if y'all want to believe that he's a Muslim, okay. But I'm going to tell you like this. He's not a part of my brotherhood. He's not a part of my brotherhood, bro. Like I said, man, you people are so naive that y'all saying that, okay, you can be a rolling 60 and a Muslim at the same time. It's impossible, bro. It's impossible for you to do that. Big U went to, like I said, Big U came home a rolling 60 20 years ago. And 20 years ago to this day, he went back up in there a rolling 60. They say he was the quote unquote leader of that section. I don't agree with that. Don't nobody agree with that, because that section is too damn big for anybody to be leading that section. Now, did he have some influence with his old little flunky Rainbow crew? Yes. Did the brothers in the section, do they respect him to the point where they look at him as a upstanding member over there? No, they do not. Now, the real joints, the brothers that's behind the scenes, the ones that put in all that work, the ones that's running around there, bro, doing what they need to do, man, and representing that section the way they need to be that section, you ain't gonna never see them on the internet on the front talking about check in or check out or we this and we that and posturing and all. Bro, they don't do that, bro. See, this is what I be trying to explain to you, brothers and sisters, man, about this internet. Just because you see or you hear certain things about a brother or a situation don't mean that it's true. Like that situation where they said that he whooped on 30-something Mexicans. That was a lie. Where they said that he knocked out one of the brothers from the section, eye socket out. That was a damn lie as well. See, you guys forget, man, that a lot of us was there with him inside that place. And we understand what happened and we know what happened. But these dudes, they come out here and they put 10s and 20s on a situation and they sit there and they'll run with something. Just like on our case, I heard a dude talking about he knocked out the police and then he ran. Man, that dude ain't did none of that shit. So it's like, man, the misinformation that comes with a lot of this stuff and a lot of these dudes.
Y'all got to give it to Eddie Boy, because Eddie Boy don't have no malice. Well, he got a reason, but the fact is this, though, right? When everybody else was kind of like scared to even speak on Big U, Eddie Boy never shaded away. You know what I'm saying? He put paperwork out on this man. It didn't go that far. You know what I'm saying? That just show you how powerful Big U is. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you in certain communities, man, when you're a top dog and you got a lot of people up under your umbrella, man, some people are going to overlook that shit because of who you are. Now, if you just a regular Joe Blow, you hold no rank, you hold no value, you're not helping your community, you're not putting kids through college and putting through football programs to get these kids something to do, then yeah, you got to look at it like that. Like, just imagine somebody who, say, instance, he told, right? Just hypothetically speaking, he told. But he has a basketball league, a football league. Summertime, kids have nowhere to go, right? So all of these mothers, he got about 15, 30 kids for the basketball, 40 to 50 kids for the football, right? 2-3 blocks at a time. Big vans, give them basketball shoes, programs, something to do for the summer, right? On top of that, he's feeding these kids and all that. That give these mamas a couple hours to go play, get their nails, feet done, go trick, go sell some cat, whatever they want to do, right? So you already got the women. Then, you got the niggas. You giving these men coaching jobs and giving them jerseys and whistles and giving them all them niggas a couple dollars. On top of that, you still like one of them top dogs in your hood where you got fear. You putting fear in everybody else that's doing this banging shit. That's gonna be hard to like, you know, have that round table meeting and say like, nah, man, that nigga tell him. But then again, you know, you got shit, man. My son is in that nigga football team, nigga, and all y'all nigga sons is in football and basketball under this nigga program. You see what I'm saying? And he feeding the hood, he feeding the women, he feeding everybody. You know what I'm saying? This one nigga is more valuable than y'all niggas' opinion. We take him away, then all of this shit go away. Who else got something going on? That's how you would start to see selecting politics and nepotism and all that type of shit. Because can't just no regular nigga not, you know, snitching and stand over there. You got to be somebody of value, somebody of importance. And that's what normally happens and how people normalize snitching. If you got some money and you snitching, yeah, you good to go. But you a broke motherfucker over there, you telling? Dead man walking. That's just what it is. Let's go.
Bro, it get to the point it becomes redundant. And dudes, we want me and my family to have sympathy for this dude, bro. That's impossible. It's impossible, bro. It's impossible, man. It's impossible for you, me, and my family to have sympathy for this dude. Talking about he's fighting for his life. Nigga, my little brother fight for his life. Your road dog put him up in there, and you told him what to do. You guys told him what to do. You sit there, you rock with him. You took care of him. You took his son up on his wing. Bro, we have no sympathy for no shit like that, bro. Me and my family, we don't have no sympathy for that, bro. We don't need no army of dudes. We don't care about what's going on with these dudes out here, bro. We don't care about none of that stuff, bro. We have no sympathy for nobody like that, bro. And nah, bro, we don't care.
Eddie boy, put a name on it, man. Go ahead and say that man's name. Go ahead and say his name. Let's go.
About, oh man, y'all ain't pulling up. Nah, bro, we're not gonna pull up. We're not gonna pull up. We're not gonna say nothing. We're not gonna do nothing. We're gonna stand on our firm and we're gonna lie and wait till somebody, bro, try to push up on one of us. And then once that happens, may the best man win, because you got to bring ass to get ass. But hey, Bear Claw, hey, bro, good luck to you, brother. I know what time it is with you, man. Me, I'm not mad at you, man. I really ain't.
Wait a minute. Is that a subliminal, man? See, Eddie boy got all the intel on what's going on, man. So I believe it was like, I believe one of those videos, it's like, shit, nigga, Bear Claw gonna have to give up some shit if he want to come home, because they don't really want Bear Claw, right? But this is the thing. Look, that's why he said, I ain't mad at you. Yeah, nigga, I know what you on, nigga. So, baby, yeah, you insinuating, and this is just alleged, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe he had mentioned, he was like, yeah, Bear Claw giving it up, because Bear Claw's not finna sit up there and catch no 600 years behind some shit, you know, a big you started, you know, or whatever that is. But this is the thing, homie. It always in this way, no matter how you cut that shit, man. They say money doesn't make you happy, but it sure do take donations, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? And you better believe that these niggas is out here, they looking for the cheapest deal. You see what I'm saying? They looking for the cheapest deal. It's over. You see what I'm saying? They've been recording y'all for years. They got hours of audio. You know, they have undercovers. They got people testifying and shit. Y'all remember that last reaction I did with them jury bandits, right? The top dogs always be the ones who tell, bro. It's always the nigga that's at the top that's gonna give up the information, because the top make the bottom believe that this is law, this is code, until they in the same situation and that shit unfold, man. But we're gonna leave it right there, man. Y'all like, hype, and subscribe. We got content coming all day today, so I highly suggest y'all hit the notification bell. We just getting